Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to a YouTube channel. This is Silver Trading. If you're meeting our videos for the first time, kindly take a minute and subscribe and click notification bell so that when we upload, you are able to watch our videos and learn one too. So today I'm trading GBP card. Let me show you what has really transpired. This is 1 hour. So I'm managing, I have only 18 USD. So I'm really managing this thing the way I know, and I want to show you my objective of doing that. I entered this trade. Let me show you. I entered the trade this region because down here the market was really low, but it eventually came down. We know what is happening currently. Stocks are really down, cryptos are down because of those tariff things in United States. Fine, at the end of the day we must trade. So my objective of doing this, why I'm managing that trade, when we see we are at the lowest point, almost at the lowest point, then we'll expect the market to turn back. When that market will turn back, I know it will climb, then I will be able to cut the buys at a profit while the sales will be at negative. But that one is not my fear because I'm watching higher time frame. Also on daily chart I still expect the same, that eventually the market will rise. But this one, when it rises, I expect it to go even higher beyond this level. I expect it to go beyond that level, so that this one may be one part of the shoulder. But we don't know what will happen with the market, so I expect that one to be one part of the shoulder of the market. That is one option. The other option is the market may come down, then sell will be on a profit, then when it comes back to retest before moving down, then I will remove buy at a smaller, lighter loss. But the goodness, I will have known the correct direction of the market. That one, if things are bad completely, because today we know this is a Black Monday, things are bad. But the way things are going, we are almost at the lowest point, then we will go back. So my intention is to remove buy at a profit. I know it will rise, because when you look at higher time frame, let us look at weekly chart. Weekly chart, we are seeing the way it is behaving. So this one has been our highest point on weekly chart. This one has been our highest point, and then this place there is some resistance forming. So we broke, we are coming back to retest before moving higher. before moving higher, then we'll come back, then probably we'll form shoulder here, we'll come lower we'll come lower, retest again before moving down. That is my thinking. That is why I have that trade. Let me take you to trading view that we may check the way I did my analysis. So this is how things are. This is on a daily chart. So let us give it some minutes to, yeah. So you see, that is the way I've done my analysis. So my thinking is, the way things are so bad, eventually we'll rise, and then come back. When we'll rise, I will be able to take profit on my buy sales. I will close at a profit while sell will be on a negative. Then I will be able to manage it from that point. But if at all it breaks here, which is so difficult because it must bounce fast before coming to break. If it breaks, let me remove some. This is how things are. I expect it to come back, and then I will be able to close at a profit. But if it breaks the other option, which is so difficult, it must come back to retest before moving down. So when it comes back to retest, I will remove buy at a slightly small loss, because I will have finally known the direction of the market. But if at all it will go higher, this one, if at all it will go higher, then I will close to buy at a profit, while sell will be on a negative. Then eventually we are going to go down, which means also will still be on a profit. So that is how I want to manage this trade, in those two ways, because the market is very volatile now. With the tariffs in the United States, things are not that flowing. So that one is my thinking. But what we know, since we came, the market came, it knocked that support resistance, it came back, bounced, then it broke. I still expected it is going to come, then break again, then later we will go down. So whichever the side, because my goal is not only at that. We can see this one is at a lower point. My goal is on a weekly chart. You see the way this market has been trending for long. It has been trending for long. So this market is really exhausted. It must fall eventually. It must fall eventually. From 20, we can see from 2023 the market has really been rising. So finally this market is exhausted at that point. So my goal is, I know it will fall. So what I'm just doing here at this point is to manage until I get a clear direction. Then I load more and come out with a profit. The chances are less than 50% for it to continue to continue going up. So that is my logic. So when we come to our daily, the market, it seems it has started, is going to be exhausted at this point 25. Then eventually things will change, it will rise, then I will close buy at a profit, then leave, then sell will be on a negative side. So being on a negative side, it won't go for long because of this. We can see the change that is now has started forming on the indicator. Anytime we have these changes, the direction of the market eventually changes. So this one, if at all it will come, then it will have to retest. Then I close my buy at a slightly lower loss, then we go down. Whichever, I'm well prepared for that direction. So let us look now on our 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart also, it means we've started changing the direction. See, this is the sweetness of this indicator. This is the sweetness of this indicator. You can see, if we condense it, that time up to here, so already 4-hour chart is showing something else, but now the way I've drawn it here, see, so the touches, so down here we've experienced the first touch, now we have the second, but here up here we still have, all of these are still first touches. So first touch, second, then it moved, then so on all sides we are supposed to have 3 touches. So in lower section we have first touch, second touch. On the upper section we still have only first touch. All of these are first touches. So what we still waiting for, touch that resistance, then we are going to have the second touch, another one, then we break, so that we're supposed to form head and shoulder somewhere there before break down, retest, and eventually down. So that is why when you look on this other side, you may think we are going far, but already when you look at the lower part, we are almost changing the direction of the market, reversing. But this indicator is very good when you expand it like this. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just here to manage. I want to manage this direction very well, and then I'm going to come out with a profit that I'm going with the right direction that I'm going to hold for a long time, because I know the eventual direction is going to be sell, which is going to take a very long time. You see, I want to hold until we reach down here. At this point it will cut somewhere there. So that is our goal. So let us keep on waiting. Let us observe and see how things are going to move. So for now, be very careful. I'm seeing we are almost reaching our resistance. Somewhere there where it broke and went up. So we come back, retest, then move before coming down. So remember, this one is on a weekly chart. So when we go to our daily, we are almost reaching daily. So you can see for yourself, like this was the lowest point, how things stand the highest point, then we are going to have the lowest point. So it is something that is very clear, very clear. So thank you so much. Let us not make this video that long. Oh, let me show you other currency pairs. Today Bitcoin is bad. Today Bitcoin is really suffering. Not that one. USD card. That is how things are. You can see our strategy. It is holding on well. I wanted a GBP USD. You see GBP USD. GBP USD. Yeah. And then which one? Gold. You can see how things are moving with gold. Some daily chart. On a weekly chart also you can check. So guys, that is how our strategy is really performing. Let me take you to another one that I'm really observing. See? So thank you so much. Thank you so much for this far. Remember to subscribe. Drop a comment. What is your thought? Any question, you can just drop it down. I will check on it. Finally, let us close this chapter. Thank you.